Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I love to be able to give you bonus readings for the month of May for the Poetic License Home Edition Open Mic because I happen to have a book in front of me here that is called Every Event of the Year, Volume 1, January through June, and I thought I would go through on the days of events in the month of May and share them with you live, add them as bonus things for the Open Mic reading for May for the Home Edition. I know this went well when I was doing features for this book in Dripping Springs and in Austin, Texas, and even in Chicago where I sold all of my copies that I had. But it is available on Amazon right now if anybody's interested in getting it. But I thought I'd share with you weird holiday things. This is what happens when you decide to write a poem every day of the year as a New Year's resolution in 2019. So I started looking for things and I was coming up with different holidays and the like, and you find fascinating things to write about, and that's why some of them are captured in this book, Every Event of the Year, Volume 1, January through June. We will see if and when Volume 2 comes out because there is, hi, I should be waving, hey, because I would be planning on having a feature set for it, but with everything in Corona times, I don't know how things will work out or when the Volume 2 will be released. But I thought I'd share with you one poem from this book for you, and the poem is called Vexing, and it is called that because this was written on the 14th of May for the 1878, I think, date of the beginning of the last Salem witch trials in the United States, which was a crazy thing to see and learn about in the first place. So I wanted to share with you this poem that is called Vexing. Right about now, so many years ago, a righteous Christian woman accused a man of vexing her because he was putting a spell on her, harming her through his mental powers, which started a trial marking the beginning of the last trial in Salem about witchcraft. She was a Christian Science woman, no less, where women thought that if men stared at them for too long, then get them back by saying they were practicing witchcraft, because it couldn't be anything else. I suppose it's fun looking back on the U.S. history and seeing such a clash of ignorant beliefs. I know the Salem witch trials went on before the U.S. became the U.S., but the last witch trial was in Salem, and it just makes me think of the people who don't care to learn and people who don't care to listen. Because if men are staring at me, I'm not backwards enough to call their acts an act of witchcraft. I just chalk their ignorance up to foreign land when I'm in a foreign land, or else I chalk it up to the ever-prevalent sexism rampant in our world. And then I rise above, learn, and move on. And it's amazing when you come to think of it. We were walking, myself and my husband, when we were in India, for my 20-year anniversary of being a vegetarian, but he was there for work. So we were walking down the street, and all the little tuk-tuk trucks or cars were honking like mad because people would go 5 in a lane and just drive like mad against each other. And my husband says to me, well, you can feel good that they're not honking at you, which would happen when I'm walking down the street normally. And not 10 seconds after he said that to me, in India, as we were walking down the street, I asked him to move out of the way because a man wanted to walk by, and as he did, he stared at me, and then he'd turn back and walk, and then 5 seconds later, he'd turn back and stare at me again, and he'd be staring at me. He's my husband, my 6'5" husband, who's right next to me, walking with me, stares at me, turns around, walks back, stares at me again. I've looked 6 or 7 times. John found an alley to go into, and I'm like, you just said that I never would have that problem here. I guess sexism is prevalent and rampant everywhere in the world, and You know, back in the day they would call it, well, you were putting a spell on me and this is all witchcraft because you're evil, because that must be the reason that men act that way, right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. If you want to know anything about different May events, you can always go to Every Event of the Year, Volume 1, January through June, which is for sale at Amazon right now. And I will continue with daily poems that are from this book that have not been shared from this book throughout the month of May as bonus readings for my Poetic License Open Mic. Thank you very much, and stay poetic, stay safe. Stay safe in this crazy, repressed, hidden, quarantined world that we're in. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you.